Salman, Saif, Ajay, Shahrukh, Amir, they are used to it. They got their stardom at the age of 25, 26. They don't even know what it is to be without fans. I am used to having no fans. They want their own films to be there all the time in all the shows because they want to mint money. They want money. एग्जिबिटर के ऑफिस में जाकर के गिड़गिड़ाना कि मुझे एक शो दे दो, बढ़िया शो दे दो, 2 शो और दे दो मुझे, इस यहाँ तक मैंने किया है. OTT has given wings to the filmmakers, which theaters could not. Because theater, you know, that
it's a business model. It's a purely business model.
It's pure money,
yes.
Box office, and people don't even care about the content inside on the screen. It's always about the money. मेरा problem है उससे. I do the thing that I do these films, or say Nawaz does this film. So many good actors are doing these films, and they definitely they take a pay cut. I'm a victim of this, and my films were victim of this kind of a notion which has been going on about the different kind of films, okay, not mainstream, not commercial.
कोई ऐसा चेहरा देखते हैं आप अपने जहन में जो आपकी जिंदगी को पर्दे पे उतार पाए?
आ जाएगा कोई ना कोई. एक्टरों की कमी थोड़ी है, वो हर 5 साल में सरप्राइज करता है कोई ना कोई आकर के.
Hi guys, this is Ankita Bhalla. You're tuned to Bollywood Bubble, and for today we have the intelligently stubborn Manoj Bajpayee. That is a very good way to, I think, introduce you.
Okay.
So simply, your defining moment क्या थी जब आपको पता था कि करियर में stubbornness paid off हो गई है? क्योंकि ये लाइन मुझे बहुत आपकी अच्छी लगी कि मैं मतलब intelligently stubborn हूँ.
हमें intelligent stubborn का मतलब ये होता है कि looking at the situation, you know that the going is tough. If you have to take 2 steps back, don't be stubborn about it. Just take those 2 steps back to survive. Okay? Once you survive and you know that, now this is the kind of things that you want to do in your life, and do it with all stubbornness. Then don't listen to the people who start pointing finger at you that you are doing something those days. Now you are suddenly asking for this. You should know your mind, you should know your goal, and you should know what is giving you happiness, and be stubborn about it. But if life is not giving you that much of freedom, then wait for it. Then there you shouldn't be stubborn. It's like, you know that a storm is coming, you can't be stubborn about it. You have to protect yourself, right?
So it also comes from the space where you know then मुझे ना कब बोलनी है, क्योंकि इतना जब लंबा करियर रहता है तो वो स्टबर्नेस में कहीं ना कहीं हम जिद में भी ना करते हैं कि अभी भी आप अपनी
नहीं, ईगो नहीं लेके आता हूँ मैं. No. In profession, I don't let that those aspects of my personality come into it. And also I try to stay away from the ego factor as much as possible. Stubborn is something else. Ego is something else. Yeah. Stubborn is that if I don't want to do certain kind of interviews, I'll not do it. My PR will say that this is the way the world is going, I think you should do it. I would say I'll not do it, and I have already thought about it. I have thought about it from all angles, and I think I should not do those kind of interviews.
Correct.
So you put your foot down about it, because you know that you are not somebody who is going to follow the trend. You are actually asking for something which would give you happiness in the end.
And I think, as they say, happiness comes at a cost. So,
I mean, see, the cost is something is not going to determine my happiness, right? वो कभी मैटर ही नहीं किया मुझे.
वो तो मेरे को, मैंने आपके इतना करियर देखने के बाद तो मैं आपको बोल सकती हूँ.
वो कभी मैटर ही नहीं किया. I feel blessed that I have been working sometime more, sometime less since 3 decades now, and I have always been happy about one thing, that the kind of films I wanted to do, I have been doing that. Since 7 years, I have been offered those many roles, the kind of roles I wanted to do, the kind of films that I wanted to associate with it. Also because of the emergence of OTT.
Yes.
OTT has given wings to the filmmakers. Okay, which theaters could not, because theater, you know,
It's a business model. It's a purely business model.
It's pure money.
Yes.
You know, box office पे इतना collection हुआ, उतना collection हुआ, and people don't even care about the content, inside on the screen. It's always about the money. मेरा problem है उससे, हमेशा से problem ये रहा है. And I think this is also why we feel that industry is not getting the respect, the kind of respect it actually got in the 60s or 50s. Now it's because of that. The reason is very clear. It's just that we don't want to read the writing on the wall.
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to speak to Ram, Tilotma, Priyanka over the weekend. And we had this very interesting conversation where we were speaking about that किसी भी फिल्म को अगर एक फेस्टिवल फिल्म बोलकर बहुत इजीली हम कभी बारी डिसमिस भी कर देते हैं कि क्या ये फेस्टिवल फिल्म थिएट्रिकली वैसे नंबर्स देगी कि नहीं. And we had a long discussion where everyone had their point of view, and it made sense that it's so easy to put box a film. Do you think it happens because you have such repertoire of great films which have been to festivals and then of course have been even theatrical success? How you view it?
I have suffered it. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of this, and my films were victim of this kind of a notion which has been going on about the different kind of films. Okay, not mainstream, not commercial. I have come to one conclusion, that they fear these films. They fear these films because these films are celebrated by certain crowd, and people who appreciate these kind of films are the people who are powerful, whether with their pen or with their the people like you, when they say nice thing about it, or they celebrate and appreciate the performers or the directors. Somewhere I feel that they fear or they don't like that. They only want to think that this is their films are the only films which should be considered films. This is all a kind of indulgent exercise. I say no. If independent films, in earlier days it used to be called art films. If independent films will not happen, the growth of cinema or evolution of cinema will never happen.
We will not get the kind of starlets we have had through those independent cinema.
So the evolution of cinema will only happen if these films keep flourishing, and these films are not asking for your validation. They are offering you great stuff. They are giving you a great
nourishment, I would say.
They are giving you a great experience. They are making you feel proud as an Indian. Okay, you feel proud that these are the kind of films which is getting made. They can actually compete with the best in the world.
And they do.
And they do. It's just that we refuse to recognize it as an industry because it gives us insecurity. That these films' success, they think, these films and these filmmakers are not saying it, they think that if they are being celebrated, that means it is pointing a finger at them that you are lesser than these guys. No. What I am saying is that there can be a very healthy coexistence.
Yes.
Okay. Then the industry, the system, everything is responsible for it. Then the distributors, they want their own films to be there all the time in all the shows because they want to mint money.
Correct.
They want money. It's up to the exhibitors to give some space for these films too. They are not from Mauritius.
Exactly.
They are not from Sri Lanka. They are from India.
Yes.
And they have worked very hard. But I don't think they will give unless there's an intervention of state or the government.
It's a very important topic you brought up because in that particular conversation what highlighted this, in general we talk about pay parity, but they're like the stark difference which people think an art film or an independent film, if you're doing, you're supposed to take pay cuts. Of course, so sooner or later, sometimes you do certain, I would say, trimmings here and there to get a vision to life. But why it's always thought that just because you're doing an independent film, you're supposed to take a certain kind of money cut?
Why do they think that I do these films, or say Nawaz does this
Yes.
film, or so many good actors are doing these films? And they definitely they take a pay cut. We are doing it for a different reason, because these films are helping me to evolve as an actor.
Yes.
Giving me an actor's experience which otherwise I will never get in a mainstream
It's a
film.
soul for food, I think.
Yeah, it's a soul for food. So it's your choice. Don't find an excuse. It's just that, you don't want to venture into it for your own reasons. Only you can find it out. What are those reasons? Are they valid for you or not? I think when I associate with myself with these kind of Jugnuma kind of films, I'm coming out as a better human being, a better actor who just had a divine experience. It helps me. It somewhere makes me feel that I am contributing, in a great way. If I am supporting these kind of films, I am contributing from my own side as an actor. This is my contribution to the industry.
And my only 2 cents would always be, it's so easy to say that we have a director's crisis, we have a writer's crisis, which we often hear. If you're not going to give platform to these voices, how are you going to get the new crop? How are you going to get the talented people out there?
Yeah, it's a long conversation.
Oh yes, I think me and you will get into something with people and be like, "Ye debate ho gaya." But okay, I was reading somewhere you said that playing Dave in Jugnuma, or the Fable as we may call it, was more of a meditative experience for you in the mountains. But कभी ऐसा उस मेडिटेशन से निकल के ऐसे चाय पकौड़े खाने का भी मन करा कि थोड़ा उस स्पेस से निकल के कुछ और करना? How you do it?
पता नहीं, मतलब मेरी फैमिली ये कहती है कि you cry when you go through that churning when you're doing this, and then you go ahead and sign another one.
मजा आता है ना?
तो कनु बैल की फिल्म डिस्पैच मैंने किया. I went through so much of emotional turmoil, okay? And Kanu is not an easy director.
Oh yes,
okay?
I've heard
he pushes you. But I also feel that all actors, worth their salt, if they are young, they should just go ahead and do his film, and they will be far better actor when they finish it. He's such a talent. Similarly, Ram Reddy. These are the guys who are looking at cinema in a very, very unique way, and you should just offer yourself to them, and then you see the magic happening to you as a person and as an actor. And I have experienced it. I have willingly thrown myself into their system, and I came out so blessed, so improved, so evolved. I'll do it again and again.
I think the testimony that 15 filmmakers joined together to celebrate a film speaks a lot. Sometimes you just don't need to speak for yourself. The work speaks for itself.
Also, Anurag Kashyap, when he came on board, Anurag has a great credibility among the filmmakers.
Yes.
So Anurag has organized these 2 screenings, one for the South Indian filmmakers, which are fantastic, and all of them I would like to work with. Lizzo is somebody I have been struggling to work with. Vetri is somebody that I happen to be in his edit room to ask for role. Okay.
You asked
Yeah.
for role?
So when I was shooting for season 2, Family Man, those are the wish list I had.
Wow, you and Vetri cinema is something I can envision.
Yeah, Kumar Raja of Super Deluxe. I had a meeting with him, asking him if there is anything for me. So, cinema is a director's medium, right? It's truly a director's medium. So you have to find your directors. If you can't get directors like Vetri, then or Kumar, then you should find a Vetri or Kumar in the young and upcoming ones. You have to find it, and I try looking for them. Okay. So now I'm giving this interview, and suddenly my email box will be full. Everybody will be claiming that they are Vetri and they are Kumar Raja. But that's my problem, so I go through it.
But after having this filmography of more than 100 films, this is such an interesting thing you just said me. You are okay asking a director for a role. How I think there are so many young actors who could actually just take away from this one statement. How at this stage where you are so sure of your craft, people literally worship your work, let me tell you outside, there are film students who swear by it. How Manoj Bajpayee asked for a role? How, from where does that space come from? I want to know.
Well, I'm interested in me. Okay.
Nice.
I'm interested in growing as an actor, evolving as an actor. I can't be sitting and waiting for those people because they may think that I'm not accessible.
Oh yes.
Okay, which is not true. So if a newcomer or a great filmmaker from South India may think that he may not get in touch with me, or he may try asking for my number, he will not get it. He would just drop the idea of approaching Manoj Bajpayee. I don't want to take that chance. So I go to them, all the possible filmmakers that I want to work with, or the newcomers who's recommended to me by, say, Ram Reddy or Kanu Behel or anybody else. The recommendation is really valid and authentic. Or Anurag does it. Anurag sometimes, he calls me and sends me few filmmakers. So I'm always open for it. It's just that we can only agree on doing it if I feel
the role makes.
I feel the film is something worth associating myself with.
And I think after all these years, yes, you can take the pick, because there was a time where you spoke about it. Fame never came easy, and when it came, you said that it makes you feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, I mean, see, thing is, please try to understand where I'm coming from.
Yes, sir.
3 decades and more, okay? I have been working. I have never gotten in a space where people are chasing me or following me or asking for, or, they are just crying, looking at you. I've never had those kind of reactions coming from the audience. I've been doing my work. Some of them are they just went through the roof. Some of them are middle range. Some of them were they stayed under the radar, like Gali Guliya or Budhiya Singh, which are great films. So since my path was not something which will lead to so-called stardom, and it was a conscious choice. I was fine doing those films. Now, since few years, because of OTT, there are too much of me coming out, right? In varied roles, in varied genre, and now there is a new kind of audience and new breed of filmmakers coming up, actors coming up. When I'm surrounded by a new fans now, I find it claustrophobic, because this is not I'm used to. Look, Salman, Saif, Ajay, Shahrukh, Amir, they are used to it. They got their stardom at the age of 25, 26, right? They don't even know what it is to be without fans. I am used to having no fans. So I find it too much interference into my privacy. Okay.
But you have to admit to the fact that there is a new generation, which you are saying. They're an absolute awe of your work. And I would thank OTT. There were films which I know had released in theatres eons back, but nobody could find them. And now those gems are accessible to us.
I mean, you will not believe, with Devashish Makhija, he had made four till now he's made 4 films. One is, he made short films, definitely. One short film that he's done with me was Tando. Then he's made Ajji, which didn't have me. Then he made Bhosle. Then he made Joram with me. I have worked in 3 of his films. And when Devashish came to me with the script of Bhosle, I went to each and every door knocking to fund the film, and I could not get the funding for Bhosle. And when I got little bit of funding, we started the film because the chawl that we wanted to shoot in, somebody told us that, it is going to be demolished after some time. So only that much of money we had, 10 days of shooting money we had, 11th day, we were going to be chucked out, and because we didn't have money. So I used to give all those great shots, the shots which were celebrated, talked about, analyzed, but nobody knows that after the shot, I used to get into my van and call possible financiers कि यार पैसे दे दो, 10 दिन के बाद शूटिंग करने के पैसे नहीं है. तो जब इस तरह की फिल्में आप करते हो तो उसके साथ मेरी जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है. फंडिंग से ले करके, उसके बायर से लेके, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से लेके, एग्जिबिटर के ऑफिस में जा कर के गिड़गिड़ाना कि मुझे एक शो दे दो, बढ़िया शो दे दो, 2 शो और दे दो मुझे, इस यहाँ तक मैंने किया है. तो आसान नहीं है. आई डोंट ओनली स्टे इन दीज फिल्म्स जस्ट एज एन एक्टर. The work goes beyond that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be acknowledged more than celebrated, because it takes courage of actors like you and few out others who are doing more than what they can in their capacity to bring cinema to us, because it's easy to complain अच्छी फिल्में नहीं बन रही. I would say
लोग कहते हैं मुझे, अरे मनोज जी आपका तो बड़ा अच्छा चल रहा है. मैंने I would like to wear your shoes. मैंने वो प्लीज डोंट. यहाँ एक्टर से ज़्यादा कुछ और करना पड़ता है. प्लीज डोंट वेयर माई शूज बिकॉज यू आर लुकिंग एट you are looking at the end result right now, and I'm talking about 3.5 decades, 3 decades or more, journey. It is कभी कभी सोचता हूँ कि कैसे हुआ, कैसे ये.
आई नो टाइम कम है तो मैं आपसे पूछ ही लूँगी. क्लीशे क्वेश्चन एकदम, मनोज सर, सीक्रेट सॉस टू मनोज बाजपेयी सक्सेस क्या है? क्योंकि मुझे तो नहीं समझा. मुझे इतना पता है कि बहुत अच्छी फिल्में हैं और ढूंढनी पड़ती हैं कुछ.
मुझे भी नहीं, मैं भी नहीं समझ पाता हूँ. मुझे लगता है कि कुछ तुक्का लग गया है, सच में कह रहा हूँ. और मेरी वाइफ कहती है, एक दिन हम लोग सुबह चाय पी रहे थे कि यार it's a miracle that you are still surviving in this industry. You keep offending people. You keep doing films which are not celebrated that much usually, and now people are giving you the roles right, left, and center. It's a miracle for me. I thought that you will be gone, and we'll have to shift somewhere else.
वैसे भी आपको मुंबई कुछ खास इतनी मोहब्बत नहीं है.
नहीं, मुंबई नहीं, उसको उन्होंने गलत ले लिया. प्लीज इसको ना अच्छे से कैप्शन लगा के कर देना.
सर, अब आप करेक्ट करिए.
मुंबई की बात नहीं की थी मैंने की बिग सिटी की बात. बिग सिटी,
हाँ, क्योंकि मैं छोटे शहर से हूँ, मुझे
भी बड़ा
ज़्यादा लगता है.
लेकिन किसी ने ये नहीं लिखा कि मैं कहाँ जाना चाहता हूँ. मैं लोनावाला जाना चाहता हूँ.
डन.
You're getting a point.
करेक्ट, मैं समझी आपकी बात. थोड़ा एक सुकून, थोड़ी खुली जगह, थोड़ी
खुली जगह, खुली हवा, वहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा बागवानी करना, थोड़ा सा वहाँ पे टहलना.
खेती भी करेंगे,
थोड़ी
बढ़िया एकदम.
हाँ, वहाँ पे थोड़े से गाय भैंस रखना. तो मैं इस तरह की जिंदगी जब मुझे लोनावाला में मिल जाएगा, आई एम वर्किंग ऑन इट. लेकिन लोगों ने उसको और मुझे गाली देना शुरू कर दिया.
नहीं, थैंक यू, आपने मुझे क्लियर करा, क्योंकि मैं इससे पूरे तरीके से रेजोनेट करती हूँ.
तो लोगों ने ये समझा मुंबई में जाने, भाई बड़ा शहर मुझे नहीं जमता है. बड़ा शहर मुझे कभी नहीं जमा. मैं खुद ही गांव का रहने वाला आदमी हूँ.
मैं गांव से हूँ सर, तो मुझे पता है.
तो मुझे
खुशी जो
हाँ, तो
घर के दूध
गांव का आदमी जो है, अगर वो बड़े शहर में रहेगा चाहे जितने साल तक, वो कभी भी इजी नहीं होगा, कभी भी नहीं.
मैं इस इंटरव्यू को क्लोज करी हूँ रेडिट के एक बहुत फेमस चैट क्वेश्चन से, कि रेडिट पे एक थ्रेड चला था कि मनोज, आपकी जब 100 फिल्म आई थी, कि आपकी अगर बायोपिक बनेगी तो आप किसको देखना चाहेंगे. ये मैं इसी से क्लोज करूंगी. मनोज सर अपनी बायोपिक में किसको देखेंगे? क्योंकि चर्चा हुई है बकायदा, आपकी बायोपिक बननी चाहिए.
अच्छा, चर्चा हुई है?
हाँ, पूरा इंटरनेट पे चर्चा हुई है बकायदा.
बहुत ड्रामेटिक होगा वो.
बट कोई ऐसा चेहरा देखते हैं आप अपने जहन में जो आपकी जिंदगी को पर्दे पे उतार पाए?
आ जाएगा कोई ना कोई. एक्टरों की कमी थोड़ी है. वो हर 5 साल में सरप्राइज करता है कोई ना कोई आ करके. बट अभी करेंगे तो VFX से मेरा चेहरा यंग किया जा सकता है.
अभी हम AI पे नहीं जाएंगे. अभी हम बस इंतजार करेंगे जुगनुमा का, और Congratulations for RGV's next finally आपने एक लुक दिखा दी. बहुत ज़रूरत थी हमें आपको उनको फिर से देखने की.
वो तो इतने रेस्टलेस हैं कि वो फिल्म को आज ही रिलीज करना चाहते हैं जबकि एक ही शेड्यूल हुआ है.
But we'll be waiting and I hope to see more of you and get more time with you because discussing films with you is an absolute joy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
you.
Hi, this is Manoj Bajpayee and you are watching me on Bollywood Bubble.